Hey guys, this is my video review for the Timy wooden puzzle bead maze 5-in-1 activity center. This is the boxing that it comes in. It's a very nice retail, like the box, nicely illustrated. You kind of end up seeing what you get. Side tells you some information, as you can see here, about the way you can use it. Shows you each side. Very nice for gifting. There's a nice look to it. It's going to be pretty surprising if you get this similarly from how they look with the packaging at the toy stores. Now this is the activity center, and I can't fit the whole thing, but I'm going to lift this up so you guys can see the whole thing. This is actually after I assembled it. So what happens is that this piece with all these pieces here, it comes pre-installed. All the sides are all pre-installed. The wheels and the bar and everything, the wheels are detached. You have to assemble it. They give you a set of screws, 6 screws, 2 springs for the rear tire wheels, and then you have to plug them to like a bar on the bottom, which you might be able to see it on here. You kind of have to fit it. The whole assembly process took me at least half an hour because I had to take my time trying to line out the screws. And the screws, they take some effort. If you have to make sure you have the right size for your Phillips screwdriver. But the wheels come separate, detached. So does this top here. This top here, I had to screw on the sides here, which you can see. Both sides, otherwise this thing you can lift it up. You can lift it up, and then if you want to unscrew this, then you lift it up and then you can kind of use the inside of the storage if you want. Otherwise you can screw it. This handlebar comes pre-installed, but then these rails here, it was detached, so you had to screw them both on both sides. The thing with these is that you have you have 3 total on each side, so you can actually adjust it to the height of your baby as he grows up. So you can always untwist these off, which is pretty easy with a Phillips, and then you just raise it up and you just line up the 2 again on each side. This is how it looks here. So the handle, as you can see here, once it's fully assembled, you can push it back and forth. Now this doesn't turn on you, you get to kind of have the wheel skid, but it's okay. I'm actually not using this on a floor, which is why there's a lot more friction here, but it moves around. So let's look at everything up here. So this top here might be something that you're kind of familiar with. If you go to the dentist or doctor's clinic, you might see some kind of maze like this, sort of. This is actually more enhanced than just the beads here, which you kind of move around. You kind of seen those sophisticated multi-level ones before at the clinics. This one has the same type of element to it. You can kind of child can move it around end to end. Same thing with these. It's kind of interesting. There's different like geometric shapes to it, different colors. Yeah, this side as well. Kind of move it like that. Cool thing is that it also has a little illustrative display here. And you have like these little cars. You kind of move around. I'm kind of looking at my camera, so I'm not moving around correctly. And turn it. See it going, yes, it'll go in. And then it kind of goes its way over. Oh, this is a dead end there. Okay, there you go. It's because it's like that. Okay, so let's move on. So those are some examples. Here's a pretty cool one. You have your shapes that you can learn. Spins in place. You can move around. So you have your circle, oval, hearts, octagon, square. Pretty cool. You can just flip it around. It's kind of fun when you flip it around, it just stays in place. You have your colors. Blue, red, yellow, green, orange. It's actually, yeah, it is an orange. It kind of looks like a light brown, but it is an orange. And you can kind of move it around. You can move it around and line it up like that. Bottom here goes 1 through 10. As you can see here. Again, you can move these around. You can count these, or they can line them up to the number as well. Or they can just count it like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And move around. It's pretty nice to move around. Here you have some more puzzles. It kind of just goes to its own shape. Oh, whoops! I wasn't looking at the camera. There you go. You just move it around. Something like that. So it has like nice illustrations here. These circles move around pretty smoothly along this wooden cutout. So that's how that looks. And then let's turn this over. And then you have your clock. Move it around. Actually, let's try to move it around like this. As you can see, you can move it around independently if you'd like to. So that's pretty cool. So it has a little time factor. You can teach them the clocks. Last but not least, you have your interesting more puzzles, but these are actually kind of like these flip cards. You have numbers on one side. You have insects and shapes and environmental type of stuff on the other side. It's kind of cool. Kind of play around flipping through these. It's a little puzzle. Try to get them lined up. Yeah. So that explores all of them. So you have your shapes, your colors, your puzzles, and your bead maze on the top. And this is considered like a baby walker, which is kind of true. It is short enough for a baby once they start to be able to put their weight up and then be able to push this around with some guidance. These are wooden wheels, so just be careful where you go or else they'll scrape off the paint pretty easily if you're on a rough outdoor surface. I would use this indoors, kind of push it around, or in the backyard. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool activity toy. It has a lot of elements that you normally see at the doctor's dentist clinic, but a little bit actually more because you don't normally see the top part. At least my personal experience, you see the bead maze a lot more than anything else. But you have a lot of elements here to help with learning. A lot of things where you can kind of flip around, kind of get engaging, makes it a little fun. And this has a lot of entertainment value as well. So there's a lot of education value here with the type of identification of shapes, colors, numbers, learning how to operate a clock to match the clock, and then there's a lot of abstract things such as the bead mazes and the routes you can go through. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So again, the only thing I didn't like was that this didn't come with an assembly instruction manual. I'll have to put in the link. I actually had to email the manufacturer or the seller on Amazon to get the link to the video that shows the assembly instructions, because when I got all the parts and everything, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to fit or where to fit them because I don't have the woodshop background. So it would have been nice for them to put the assembly instructions printed into the box so that you can use it, rather than having to contact them and ask for the video. The video is in Chinese, but then all you gotta do is just watch the visuals and you'll be able to see what's going on. So I'll be able to put the link on that. And that's pretty much all. Thanks a lot for watching.